Good afternoon, friends. It's Matt from Sky Lake, and I'm delighted to have you joining us along for another one of our virtual mini hikes. As you can see behind me, Riley Lodge, and we're going to take a shorter mini hike today, but it's still going to be very exciting, partly because we have some storm clouds in the air. And one of the things that we think is really important here at Sky Lake is making sure that on days where thunderstorms are predicted that we stay kind of close to base camp. So we don't want to go too far out into the woods, just so we can get back indoors safely if a storm pops up. So I am standing on the Boathouse here at Sky Lake. This is, I believe, the second boathouse that's ever stood in this spot. The first one, I remember my first year at camp, and then the next year, this one appeared. Pretty cool. And originally, it was intended to be a spot where people could congregate and also store boats in the lower level. So that is where we keep all of our rowboats and canoes when we aren't using them in the summer. So that's kind of cool. And then we had the patio, and just a little history lesson about this patio. Right off the... Okay, I'm back. I think I may have inadvertently connected to the Riley Wi-Fi. So I may come in and out again. But for right now, I'm sharing about the history of the patio. So before the patio was here, there was a lodge. And that was the original lodge that Willa Sharp Kilmer had built in the late 1800s. Side note, my great-grandfather, William Ronaldo Belknap, helped to build that lodge back in the late 1800s. So that's a nifty little fact for, William's family history. But Limberlost was what Willa Sharp Kilmer called it. Most people from Sky Lake who remember that original lodge remember it as the Old Lodge. That's what they called it. So that was decommissioned in the 60s. But in the time between Kilmer passing away and his estate being sold and then the church buying it, this patio appeared. And it has been the site of many exciting camp opportunities over the years, from all camp cookouts to camp dances to worship to you name it. We have probably had it happen here on the patio. But we are going for a little mini hike down by the lakeshore today, and this is where I feel we might lose one another for a moment, but hold tight. I will make sure to come right back as soon as my phone connects to the cell signal rather than the Wi-Fi signal that I think I inadvertently connected to a moment ago. But we're walking down the embankment because there are some things I want to show you down here which are kind of cool. First off, you can see how clear the lake still is. You can still see the bottom over in here. It's still relatively spring, but you can see that on top of it there's a skim of pollen, and that will eventually help cloudy the lake. But right in front of us are some water lilies, and they are going to be absolutely resplendent in another month or so. They provide us with these beautiful white flowers. Now, technically, water lilies are an invasive species in this part of the world, but we still enjoy having them around, so we keep them. And I wanted to show, we have some nifty little flowers all in bloom here. And I think if we get down close... Okay, I am back again. I think we've finally disconnected from the Wi-Fi. So right here is the flower I wanted to show you. That is a starflower. And this is the time of year that they are out and about here at Sky Lake. So that is a neat little flower. I've been seeing the leaves on some of our hikes, but the flowers haven't been blooming yet, but they have come out in full bloom in the last few days. So that is a lot of fun to be able to show you that. And then we carefully walk over here. We have some low shrubs, and we see some more of our lady slippers. They are especially prevalent here at Sky Lake this year. I've learned that they take about 6 years to fully mature to be able to flower like this. So we have a bunch of lady slippers that are ready to be tri-campers, which won't happen this year, but it will in 2021. So we look forward to that. But what I really wanted to show you today is many of you are probably unfamiliar with the fact that we have a secret staircase just hiding out in almost plain view right here along the lake shore here on the east shore. So we are going to walk up this secret staircase, which one year, some of you know our former director Jim Krager sent the paid staff on a summer-long adventure to find the secret staircase. And so each week he would introduce a clue, and it sent our paid summer staff all over this site looking for this little staircase, and it was right here all along. So this is kind of pretty cool. So next time you're able to come here, which is hopefully right around the corner, you will just have to stop by and see where the secret staircase is. And I saw Jenna ask the question, what are they again? So let me see if I can head back down this staircase. I don't have to go too far to show you the starflower. Except now it's getting really windy, so I'll try to hold it still. So they're a little flower that looks like a little star. And someone got very creative with the naming and decided to call them starflowers. So these leaves, they usually have about 5, which partly accounts for why they're called starflowers. So anyway, friends, it has been a pleasure to have you join us today. We know that these note to self, disconnect Wi-Fi before you're going on a hike that gets you just outside the Wi-Fi range of Riley Lodge. So as I was saying, we know that these mini hikes are a great little time to spend watching the outdoors at Sky Lake every Monday and Wednesday, and we love bringing them to you. So keep tuning in. We'll keep doing these, and stay tuned for some more opportunities where you can actually come and be at Sky Lake coming up. In the meantime, just a shout out, we have an awesome Sky Lake clothing sale going on. You can find more details about that on our website, skylakecenter.org. You have until Sunday evening to submit your order, and then the Upstate Merch will print all the orders and then ship them, which is what we love. So even if you aren't in the general area, you can still purchase your really cool Sky Lake Retro shirts. And then if you are a subscriber to our email list, you will want to make sure to check your inboxes tomorrow, because we will be releasing details to our subscribers first on our upcoming bake sale, which will happen next Saturday here at Sky Lake. Little change though, we'll be cutting off orders on Wednesday to make it a little bit easier for Kevin to get everything prepared. We're going to be doing some bagels. So, well, friends, it was great to spend some time with you. Look forward to Jenna or I leading you on a mini hike on Friday, and then joining you again for a campfire on Sunday evening. Until then, take care of one another, take care of yourself, and remember that the God who created all this also created you. Bye, friends.